Hi guys, sorry I didn't post about this on Friday. I was really tired. I decided to take a tiny break from posting about the trial. But here's an update on what happened on Friday at the Maya versus John Hopkins trial. Now, Maya took the stand again and she talked about life that was like with her mother and what life was like without her. And it was the most heartbreaking testimony I'd ever heard. She talked about how she used to do so many things with her mom and how hard it is not to have her mother around. She also said that it's very hard for her to go out because she'll see, a person that had the same, blonde hair as her mom who, has an accent or who has this favorite perfume that her mom used to wear. And she says it's just really, really hard. And, Maya does suffer from anxiety or severe anxiety and depression, which I can relate to that part of her, mental health. And she does have PTSD, but the whole family kind of suffers from that since, the mom's passing. And she's very traumatized. Maya is very traumatized from her time at John Hopkins Hospital. She says she can't even go near a hospital. She doesn't trust doctors. She doesn't trust therapists. She feels like they're just going to sit there and think that she's lying, and that, she used to sleep in white sheets, but now she changed that to pink because she can't stand white sheets. She can't even look at them. It just brings back too many memories. And she said even people in medical scrubs, even though they're not doing anything, she is fearful. She is very fearful. And she's very scared, and it just, she's been traumatized. And that's just really, really sad. Now, Maya does have a boyfriend, and she says even, she goes to his house a lot, but even she is fearful because, she's going through the depression and anxiety, and she's like, who wants to deal with this? She feels like, and worried at the same time that he's going to break up with her because of her mental health, because it's just, she knows nobody wants to deal with this. Now, probably one of the saddest things and that broke my heart and crushed my soul was when she had gotten towards the end of her testimony. And when she had said this, you could hear a pin drop in the courtroom with just how silent it was. And if they had taken a scan of every person in that room, I kid you not, they would have been in tears or just putting their heads down. It's like, oh my God. Now, Maya went on to say that, she, and I'll try to say this without getting too emotional, but it's really hard. She had said that she blames herself and she thinks this is all her fault. And just during that moment for like 2 seconds, nobody said a word. And the tears were just flowing. Like, it is not your fault, So, anyway, to get on the lighter side, she does have a car. She has been dating her boyfriend for about a year now, so things are going pretty good for her and him. Again, she's still worried, but she has not taken her SATs, and she says she doesn't care. She is a senior in high school. She has not attended a classroom in a very long time. Her and her brother do online studies. So they don't go attend classes. It's just too hard with her RS, PC, and him with dealing with his own mental health issues. They just don't want to go anymore. So they're in online classes. And so it was a pretty emotional testimony, but she did amazing. And I really hope that she gets justice for all this. Now, they did talk to some financial experts of what the life was like, especially with John Hopkins and their financial burdens on the family, that it, that the she's kind of like an accountant, I guess you can say. She said she had looked into, a lot of their finances, and this is what, they were at, and how Beata was pretty much the breadwinner of the family because, dad was retired. And so she was kind of, taking all that about, their life insurance and stuff like that. Plus, they also talked to another physician who had reviewed Maya's records. Sorry, I don't know why I call her Maya. Maya's records, and had said, she is not faking. She had RSPC, and there's just no way this 10-year-old girl could be faking anything. And her mother did not have Munchausen by proxy. So again, a lot of people coming up and saying she didn't have it, and they've had solid proof that she didn't. So, again, it was just, really long trial. The defense tried their hardest to discredit people, but it just didn't work. Now, the plaintiff will rest on Monday, and then the defense will take over, and I'm sure that they probably don't have much credible evidence, although they do say that the audio that they have played at the trial of Kathy interrupting Beata and Maya's phone call was, Kathy, that's what Maya has said. She said she was sitting on the bed, making faces, doing this and doing that, acting like a 5-year-old child. And then they said they have a person who say that's their voice on the tape named Charlotte. It was Charlotte, whatever her last name is. And I'm like, do you not think that a 10-year-old would know whose voice was on the phone call, especially if they were sitting right there on the bed? Are you kidding me? Even the judge was, shocked and amazed about how intelligent and articulate this girl was, especially at 10 years old, and still is. I mean, it's amazing, So, I don't know what they're trying to do, but I don't think it's going to work. So, they're just digging themselves deeper into a hole, and they better get ready because that check is going to be big, and that check is going to be huge. They might as well just give up now. But I know they're still going to fight. In my personal opinion, I think Johns Hopkins should be shut down. I think those people who were involved in her case should have their licenses taken away and should never work in medical again. That's just my opinion. And I think you guys would probably agree with me, especially if you heard everything that this little girl had to go through, especially at 10 years old. And again, it was just so sad. And I have to say, Johns Hopkins is really trying to hide by that law of A39 about having, immunity over everything. I'm like, you guys can sit there and say that you have immunity until you're blue in the face. I don't care. But you guys are liable for taking that little girl away. Somebody had to write the report at Johns Hopkins, and somebody had to turn it into the courts. I don't care if it was DCF. They were still part of Johns Hopkins. So don't sit there and say that you weren't liable for things when you know that you were. So that's all I have to say. Again, I don't care if they see this video and they don't discredit me, whatever. You can do whatever you want, but I know the truth because I've already done my research. Thank you. Now, I hope everyone is having a great weekend, and that can you have a great weekend? Like I said, sorry this is a day late. I was just really tired. Again, waking up at the crack of dawn, watching this trial can take its toll on me by the end of the week. So sometimes I'll try to do a video on Fridays after the case is over, and if I don't, I will do it on Saturdays. I promise. Just give me some time, but I will post the updates. Anyway, I hope, again, everyone have a good weekend, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye. Oh, one more thing. I think I should do this look. You think? Okay, bye.